We gotta talk about Rihanna, man. Okay, Jay Kemp. You was watching the game, you're holding it down. Rihanna comes on with the fake boobs on, the little cover joint. What was your thoughts, man? Because it looked like a little some GI Joe situation going on with Cobra Commander and a whole bunch of little troops and boo. What was your thoughts, man?
She did have a Zartan swag. I kind of wasn't feeling that, but
I don't know. Y'all both got that red. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you got that red Subaru. Okay, so long story short, what was the for performance? Was it mid? Was it dope? What was you thinking?
I feel like it falls in between. Well, it's closer to mid than anything. I mean, it was like Darren said, it was underwhelming. I think for me, when you have too many people on, well, she didn't really have a stage. I don't know what that was. It was
Little
like being,
floating little
yeah, it was like
platforms or
I felt
whatever.
like I was watching
Kanye swag.
Barnum and Bailey. You know what I'm saying? It was like going to the circus, man. It was too much, too many like things moving. You know, it was like that Batman, the third Batman of the Tim Burton era, where Robin and his family was. You know,
Oh no, that was that Joel Schumacher. You talking about that Joel Schumacher, ain't you? Don't put that on Burton. It's my Batman.
but I don't like when there's too many. It's too overwhelming. Like I
Chris
can't
was good.
focus on. I'm trying to
Salute.
focus on her and the performance, and it's too many people draped in white. You know, I don't know if it's men or women. I don't know what's going on. Like it's just too. It's way too much. Like I'm just like, come on, like. Can we get a standard? Like last year's Super Bowl was a standard performance with a
Fact.
backdrop.
Yeah.
Can we get that? Like all this extra, and I get it. You know, she's that type of star where they probably have to give her that. You know, like all the pyrotechnics. Like I want to see MC Hammer if we get in the pyrotech. You know what I'm saying? I want to see like some people out there really getting it in. I couldn't rock with this one. This is too overwhelming for
Well,
me
let's
for
be
my
clear. They
eyeball.
asked her to do the Super Bowl performance in 2019. She didn't want to do it because of Kaepernick and the whole Black Lives Matter situation. This year, it almost felt like Jay kind of pushed her to do it. Pause. It seemed kind of rushed, and we heard she didn't want to do it. Then the like I said, the performance was kind of mid. She had it looked like a whole bunch of sperm around her, a whole bunch of ASAP dusty sperm around her in the performance. So it didn't look like it was put together well. It looked like what's that, Cobra Kai? You know what I'm saying? Like some Cobra Kai type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Karate looked like Karate Bull, Karate Kid Bull. My fart sounded.
Oh man.
The songs, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, she got classic records. Let's
She
be
got
clear.
smashers, man.
But
Yeah, she do.
everybody was saying
Yeah.
the show was boring. The game was hype, so everybody was like, "Yo, get this bull out of here so we can finish this game up." And they said it was a waste of bread. Bebo P,
was.
what was your thoughts on this performance by Crunchberry, Frankenberry?
Oh gosh, I would get set up like that.
She did look like one berry in a bowl.
Yeah. That steak and shake situation right on
The
top of
little
that
cherry on the
milkshake.
bowl.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Sunday.
God.
Like
Mr.
Sunday.
Pro
Sunday.
Knot, what's good? What's going
Not
down?
Mr.
Pro
Pro
Knot,
Knot,
what's
what's
goody?
happening?
What's going on with you?
I think look, Michael Brown said RiRi's performance was mid. Let's just keep it a stack. She's not known as a good
Man,
performer
spit
anyhow,
bar.
so putting her up there, Prego, was a
Mike
mistake.
put a
You know
bow-
what?
put a
Yeah,
bow on it.
and I definitely agree with Mike. And Fresh Out predicted it in
ASAP
staying.
Dusty.
Yeah, so much ASAP Dusty. Nah, but Rihanna's strong point, as we predicted, is not her performance. She hasn't really been like solid as a performer just on an overall basis, and like this Super Bowl halftime show just went to prove it. Now, don't get me wrong, I think her dance moves, given that in her situation, they weren't bad, but they just weren't like, oh my goodness. Her dancers overall, as far as their dance moves, they did pretty good. I think the ASL person killed it, the ASL communicator. And but RiRi Sam Smith red Captain Cold Snow outfit, along with their dancers, white ones, were just off putting.
What was
You
that
know,
character on G.I. Joe? Bebo Jinx.
was it Jinx? Yeah, it showed it. I sure was thinking Captain Cold from the Flash, but you took it there. You took it there, Jay Camp. Did he have the shades too?
I mean, this thing, nobody thought, like, nobody was like surprised that, or at least for most men or most black men, we already know Rocky's getting it in. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I mean, we already knew that second baby was coming. You know, that big old head. So
I think that was spoken of and mentioned to some degree more than the entire performance of hers.
yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? She also did lip sync. I don't know if you want to save that for another segment, bro, but
Come on, Dan, with the Weezy boots.
she definitely lip synced throughout what appeared to be the entire Super Bowl halftime show. So I don't think that she should have been up there entirely by herself.
Facts.
I think that there should
Especially
have been
being
another
preggo.
performer. Right. One, definitely being pregnant, and two, just in general. I mean, when you saw Beyonce up there not long ago, or last year, 2022 Super Bowl, you had more than one person, and that kind of helped the pace with that helped with the pace of things.
That's what
Yeah.
I was.
Beyonce was
yeah,
right
yeah.
there with Bruno Mars, and just so forth. Unless you were like somebody like a
Yeah.
Prince or MJ, which
Which
I
to
was
me,
hoping she would've had
that would've helped.
makes me think, man, that this was rushed. She really didn't want to do it. I think Jay and Rock Nation was like, yo, like, we got the bag, so we got the green light to do whatever we want.
They also
we gotta
got
get
something else
somebody
green.
on there. You know what I'm
They
saying?
got
We
something
gotta
else
get the
that's green.
green. And let's be clear, she didn't get paid for the joint, but we know the residuals when
Yeah.
somebody does a Super Bowl, your uptick on your streaming goes crazy. You know
Which
what
it
I'm saying?
did.
crazy.
And it did.
So-
just like with everybody else that does the Super
But the
Bowl.
whole thing
Right.
is, I think what Oli's saying is like, they probably had to tone it down a little bit because she was pregnant, and it just, to me, I think she didn't agree to it almost until October and November. You know what I'm saying? So I think they did have to tone it down, but
I just didn't like all them flying stages, man. Like,
yeah, that was
it's,
kind of like
it's all that
spooky.
it's too overwhelming, man, for the eyeballs. Like, just keep it. And too many dancers for my taste too.
Yeah, man. Like, hey, man, if you in Arizona, you can dance. Come on down. You know
Come
what I'm
on
saying?
out.
Yeah, look like a sperm.
Throw a robe on. Come on out.
Yeah, come on, get your keto bull on. Man saying he can't believe Rihanna let somebody like ASAP Rocky breed her twice.
Breathe.
breathe.
Like she's a pet. Come on, man.
Go in there, D.
Chia. That
Like-
pet chia bull.
Like they got her in a kennel. Come on,
Oh.
man. You said breeder.
Mike Vick swag. I ain't mad at ASAP. I'm shooting the club up too. Mike Brown said he going in doing that. Bye bye.
He said,
bye.
that walk
You know what
off,
I'm saying?
bys, drive-bys,
Yeah,
all
man.
that. Not with the look. Wait,
And
I
the-
see that
and the
emoji,
super
little
circle
karate
guy,
kick.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
I'm not mad at what Mike is saying. I mean, Rihanna, she's an exotic
Try to do that time,
woman
man.
from Barbados. Like,
Yeah, man.
with an accent. Like, who wouldn't want to?
What's wrong with ASAP Dusty? He's Dusty. Well, the other thing too, man. Let's be clear. Let me put on the cool real quick. Y'all, hold on. Let me put
Go
it on.
ahead. Go ahead, Iceberg. Do your thing, dog.
Let's be clear. ASAP Rocky had a gun charge last year.
Talked about that too. We did talk about that.
All of a sudden, it goes away. Do you think this might have been Jay saying, "Hey man, do this for me, and I'll make sure ASAP Dusty's cool"?
Duh, that's so much. That's that Bane promise to Catwoman.
Come
I
on,
think,
man.
on the Dark Knight Rises. that flash.
Hey, man.
That's
This
that
dude
Dark
got a
Knight
gun.
Rises.
This dude got the FBI raided his crib, and this dude's over here wearing a cowboy boot jacket at the Super Bowl. Dude looking like dude look like whistling Dixie at the Super Bowl. Get your ass out of here with a gun charge.
Oh my darling, oh
ASAP
my darling,
Dusty. Oh my darling, Rihanna time. Like, come on,
Sure,
man. Like,
getting this baby's in though.
Oh my darling, money. I mean, Rihanna, sweetheart, Valentine.
shout out to Nickel, man. Only haters say it was boring.
Well, we didn't say the word boring.
We didn't say boring, but I feel what you're saying though. I don't think it was boring. I think it was for what it was. It was dope. And let's be clear, Rihanna is legendary. Let's stop the cap. Nobody's hating on her music per se.
No, she got
at
bangers.
all. She got bangers. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't up. I expected. Well, I expect much, but
I think too. Wait, man is saying when dude was wearing
a big Christmas tree,
he was dead. I think too, though, when you just came off of an arguably iconic Super Bowl halftime last year, that was really epic, and then it just like J Camp said, this wasn't. We're not knocking the performance here all the way. It just wasn't. This didn't top last year. And anything that you do, you either want to top what it is that was done prior, or at least match that in your own way. And this just didn't do it. Go ahead, son.
Bebo, like, I mean, she could have brought out like T.I. and Jeezy and Jay. Like, to me, that would have made it pretty special. You know what I'm saying? Like, even Ye. You know what I'm saying? She went to
hold on. You count on. You can't say that without me playing the cool joint. Stop. She could have brought out Ye like Jake.
She would have been trolling had she done that, and I would have been like,
you know, the consequences of that though. And which, by the way, she actually performed 2 of the songs that Ye produced. All of the lights and Run This Town.
So Ye got to check like that joint.
Somebody got that shit.
What y'all think about what Mike Brown said down here? He's saying on a serious note that A$AP stopped rapping, or Rocky or Dusty stopped rapping. When was the last time he put out something dope? Dusty was supposed to be at J. Cole, Drake, and Kenny level at one point.
I think the last time I heard him, that I can remember hearing him, was on that Magic
hour
album.
And 15 late.
Yeah.
Maybe that too. I was about to say the Magic album. Late. I was going to say on that Wave G Words for Nas's Magic.
The Wave. Yeah, and he was actually.
I don't know which one.
He was actually.
He
actually
on
killed on that.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what Mama Bear said too is you can't really expect her to do usual moves. Don't want her to shake someone loose. Facts. But again, if you've been to a Rihanna concert, she don't dance at all. She normally stands there, sings, does her thing, smokes a weed. You know what I'm saying? It goes on. So, parents saying haven't heard Dusty's music since 17, 18. Facts. Rihanna and mine. Come on, man.
Madden going in.
Man going in. Mr. Pronoun saying, yo, when Dusty dropping his album. Neverary 7th. Neverary 7th, man.
Neverary 7th.
Get out of here. But again,
for free 99.
The free 99, Neverary 7th. But this is the other thing too, man. Like the performance was different. I'm not gonna knock the hustle, man, because where my girl at? Nickel came in and said, you know, only haters saying it's boring. We're not saying it's boring at all. It was just a little mid, looking like a Cobra Commander swag. But I think they're really trying to push Rihanna on to another level because Beyonce's doing her thing. They got her on 30,000 feet. She got the concert with the 40-something cities. It's crazy. But they had her on the cover of that Vogue joint with that baby.
I'm waiting on Iceberg to say it. I'm waiting on Iceberg to say it.
Yeah, I know you had to talk about that baby, but the whole thing, man, is I think Rihanna, they're trying to put her on another level, and I think Rihanna don't even care no more. Real talk. I think Rihanna's got her money. She's got Dusty. She's got She's got a Bullwinkle for the kid. She's good. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, Rocky. Hey, Rocky.
watch put a rabbit on my hat. So J Cam's like, man, why I even get on today? Why I even get on with this nigga today?
Oh gosh.
But the whole thing, man,
it's weird, Mr. Pro Knot. I mean,
yeah, man, you said it. Yeah, that Tina Turner vibes.
Yeah. Wow.
But again, like I said, Rihanna's being like gone. Let's be clear, if you've been following Rihanna, she had the Dubai dude, and then she was ghosted. She left homie after that and was gone for a minute. Then she got with ASAP, had Bullwinkle baby and boo, and she's just been chilling. Selling her clothes, doing her thing. So I think they're trying to put her out there, and I think she doesn't want to. What do y'all think in the chat though? Do you think she's wants to be out there? Because she got music in the vault all day long. She's actually selling more clothing than Beyonce. J. Kemp was talking about that last week. So with the whole Ivy situation and Adidas. So I think this performance kind of just shows if it was meant to somebody or boring, it's because she's not really into it. Because again, she's into her Cardi B swag. Hey, I got another kid on the way. I'm trying to start a family, with ASAP Dusty. Let's be clear. Last time we heard from ASAP Dusty, he was late for a show. You know what I'm saying?
Hour and a half late.
Hour and a half late in Smashing Pumpkins or somebody big, some rock star, some rap group. Just they were the headliners. They waited for him to come up there, so he ain't even handling his business.
Peppers?
Yeah, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay.
They waited to show him some love.
Yeah.
So he's not even handling the business money part together. He's just trying to smash and dance.
Yeah, he sure is handling something.
So I mean,
Someone. Look at the dichotomy. Miss LB said that she thinks Iceberg is super messy.
At some point,
look, here's the other part. And I think Iceberg's super messy. I'm here for it though. That's
understood at some point, and we all know who's gonna be the reason for it.